Hey y'all, it's CardiaX again. I am not gonna lie, I've been kind of putting off this video for the last few days because something happened earlier this week and I've been trying to recover, but I've been struggling and this piece is kind of a record for that as well as a way to kind of comfort myself. It's literally a character I view as another version of myself, um, comforting how I am, what I am, who I am, whatever. So the the one blue is supposed to be me, and the one in the red is my character Severa. I um I plan to do another video that explains what exactly happened earlier this week. But for now, it's just going to be this speed paint. Um, I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do with the background, but I knew that I wanted there to be one. At first, it was going to be a couch, but then I figured that the couch would probably be a bit too boring. So I had my other idea just popped up in my head, and it was the idea of a kind of fantastical world. And um, I had the idea that these two would be sitting on a bent over leaf, like a huge leaf. So I just kind of rolled with that idea, pretty much because I didn't want to draw a couch. Yeah, I kind of liked how it turned out, but it just kind of reminded me that I need to practice with playing with colors and whatnot a bit more. Just something I will hopefully start trying to do in the future. I had a bit of a struggle with the hands, Severa's hands. Her right hand on the one shoulder, the most gave me the most trouble. The one that is holding the arm, though, I liked how that hand turned out, so I tried to keep it as close to the sketch as possible in terms of shading and coloring. And I love drawing braids. So her Severa's braid is it's supposed to be waist length, but often when I draw it, it ends up being longer than that because I just have too much fun with the detailing of the links in the chain. That's how I think of a braid anyway, as a kind of chain. Yeah, that was me trying to figure out a way to draw the hand without it being connected to the rest of the sketch, but it it kind of worked, but I didn't like it enough to actually keep it, so I just tried again and I just went with my original shape, I guess. Just adding colors. Usual way with the lasso tool in the fill bucket. Originally I thought I'd do some kind of design on their shirts at least, because I often wear graphic t-shirts. Okay, like every day. I wear graphic t-shirts every day. Like my trademark or something. Anyway, I thought about putting graphics on their shirts, but I couldn't think of anything that really fit with the idea enough to actually include it. I had a little bit of trouble trying to get the color around Severa's face. She's supposed to be extremely pale, but I didn't want her skin tone to be exactly like mine, just lighter. I wanted it to stand out against my own skin tone, and if you looked at that hand, then you could tell that there was a slight difference. Very, very slight, but it was visible. I wasn't sure what to go with the color for Severa's shirt either. I just kind of went with a dark purple. I really like purple. And because she often wears black everything, I gave her black jeans. I got these denim capris, and that's why my character is not wearing full length. Well, not my character, my the drawing of me, essentially. That's why I'm not wearing full length jeans. I wanted to try something different, so I drew myself wearing capris. I think they go further down my legs than that, though. Oh, hey, look, there's that leaf. I had trouble with that leaf because I wanted it to look more, I don't know. I wanted it to look not so flat. I wanted it to have some kind of curve to it, but I think I didn't want to spend that much time on it. And the background, I fiddled with the background so much. The purple bit is supposed to be like the side of a cliff kind of thing, like they're in a hole. As you know, this is kind of like a whole big illustration for going through depression and having help from an inner version of myself. That's the main idea. Yeah, beyond the cliff is supposed to be a bit of a galaxy design. I've never really done much in terms of galaxy, so I don't know how well that comes across. And that lump there is supposed to be a rock, but it looks like what's it called? One of those Pokemon that I think it can be found in a sewer. Okay, through the magic of editing, I found one, and it's called Grimer. Like it looks like a Grimer to me. At least it did when I was working on it. I kind of manipulated the shape of it later so it would look a little bit different and more related to the reason why I've been so upset. You may or may not be able to notice. And I kept playing with the amount of contrast in this picture because I wanted the characters up front to just pop. Like, I wanted them to be the first thing you notice. Although I'm not entirely sure if I managed to succeed in that. Still, I tried. Sometimes that's all you can do. And I try to stay away from shading with like black or just a really dark color, but in this since the final product was going to be pretty dark, I ended up doing a lot of main shading with a really deep purple. I think it was in a multiply layer so that it would not just look like everything was turned purple. I think it gave a kind of cool, kind of haunting almost effect, which felt kind of appropriate. To be honest, I'm kind of stuck on what else to say. I kind of thought of things I wanted to talk about, but I I didn't entirely figure out how many things I would have to talk about in order to have my words be spaced out across the entire video. Oh well. Uh, um, the next video I plan to do will hopefully be an art snacks challenge video. I've wanted to do those for a long time, and it seems like it'll just work best for my explanation video for why I needed to draw this. And I'll explain why that is in that video. um, yeah. The background just kept getting darker and darker. It'll get a lot darker. Just you wait. I really wanted that leaf that they're sitting on to stand out, but I'm not entirely sure how well I was able to accomplish that. Another thing I need to work on is how do I word this? Another thing I need to work on is how to give a feeling of depth in terms of foreground and background, giving a bit of a feeling of how far away things are. For example, those cliffs behind them seem a lot closer and a lot shorter than I originally wanted, but in the end it kind of worked for me. Any case, what I'm doing right now in the video is adding these little blue-green kind of specks everywhere, and I wanted those to kind of be, sprites, I guess. Sprites, maybe like pollen or something, some kind of fantastic flower that sends little fluorescent lights. Playing with the lighting that the sprites caused was kind of fun. I didn't entirely expect the lighting to turn out the way it did, but it was kind of cool. I really need to practice playing with lighting more often. Um, Once I had all the sprites laid out and the shines done, though I realized they didn't quite stand out as well as I wanted. So I did go back and make the background even darker. Yep, there it is right now. Once that was done, it did make the sprites pop out quite a bit more. Then I also went in and did the detailing on Severa's one visible eye, and then I quickly realized that it kind of took away from that bright glowing effect that her eye did have. And I kept going back and forth messing with the the, the details of the eye, and it still didn't have the same effect that I liked. So I ended up purposefully trying to make her eye glow like the sprites did. And I kind of thought that since I wanted the sprites to be kind of a blue-green color, and Severa's eye color is also blue-green, so I kind of figured that this world would be kind of in my head and somewhere that Severa lives in, kind of. So, in order to emphasize that, I made the one eye of hers glow a bit, like I'm trying to right now. That was kind of fun to do. I like it when illustrations show something kind of mysterious, I guess. Anyway, I think that's about it. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video, and if not, then I'm sorry.